How can you combine these words with these words? For my students, it's often a big mystery. I'm here to make things clear. I'm John, and today we're going to study phrasal verb secrets. To freak out. Alice and Sam are college roommates. They're in their dorm room discussing an upcoming final exam. Hey, Sam, how are you doing with your study prep for the final exam? I'm not gonna lie, Alice. I'm really nervous. There's so much material to cover. Why didn't you start earlier? You know how it is. We're in college. Between partying and studying, I already have a full plate. You've got this, Sam. Try to cram as much as possible. I was in the same situation last month, and I passed. You're right, Alice. Thanks for the advice. I'll do that. I can't freak out about it. I'll have a panic attack. Quiz time. What does to freak out mean? To study hard? To get bad grades? To get very worried or upset? To do well in school? Please pause the video and answer the question. That's right, it's C. To get very worried or upset. Before we continue, do you want to choose the next phrasal verb lessons? Then join the channel membership today and become an English fan or an English explorer. Just click the link in the description. Now, let's study. Phrasal verb secrets. Freak out means to react or behave in a wild and irrational way, typically because of the effects of extreme emotion, mental illness, or drugs. Out in this case can suggest a reaction or behavior that's out of control or beyond normal boundaries. This is not a very formal verb. For example, not often used in a place like a job interview. Separation. We can separate some phrasal verbs. We have to memorize the verbs we can separate. This is a very difficult skill to learn, and there's no easy way except practice. It's best to repeat what you hear and hope to learn naturally. A great place to practice is the comments section. Freak out can be separated if you choose to. We use a person in the middle of the verb. This final exam is freaking me out. Sam freaked out when he thought about the upcoming final exam. Verbs with out. These are verbs with similar meanings. If it helps, think of the word out like something going out of a boundary or limit. Freak out. Your emotions are out of control. Space out. Your focus is out of control. Zone out. Your focus is out of control. Spin out. A movement out of control. Wipe out. A fall due to loss of control. Remember that out does not always mean out of control and can have different meanings. Examples: Sam freaked out when he realized the volume of study material. Final exams always freak me out. Alice tried not to freak out when she thought about her presentation. When she saw the spider on the wall, she freaked out and ran out of the room screaming. Extra examples. During the lecture, I started to space out and lost track of what the professor was saying. Sarah tends to space out when she's daydreaming about her upcoming vacation. Don't space out during the meeting. It's essential to pay attention to the details. After a long day at work, I like to zone out in front of the TV and relax. When he starts talking about sports, I tend to zone out because I'm not interested in it. She zoned out while reading the book and had to reread the pages to understand the content. The car hit a patch of ice and started to spin out on the slippery road. The cyclist lost control and spun out when his bike hit a rock on the trail. The car spun out of control after the driver hit the brakes too hard. The surfer wiped out while trying to catch a big wave and ended up in the water. The skier lost balance and wiped out, tumbling down the slope. She wiped out on her bike after hitting a pothole on the road. Vocabulary extras. Rewatch the video to catch the vocabulary. Study prep. Study preparation. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly. I have a full plate. I have no time. Try to cram as much as possible. Try to absorb the information. Thanks for watching. If you have a question or if you learned something useful, use the super thanks. You can support free English content. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next lesson.